population of 18 to 25-year-olds make up about 12% of the population. They actually make up about 30% of the voting population because of people who aren't legal citizens, people who are too young to vote, and people who are too old to vote. So that doesn't make sense that we are the lowest who happen to turn out at the polls on election day. And as you can see by the statistics, this is the last 20 years, and except for 1 year in the election in '93, I think, we have been the lowest. So I'm telling you to show up to vote and vote for Bernie Sanders. My name is Kristen Stevens, and I've been working for his campaign and also doing extensive research. And I'm here to inform you about his platform and to urge you to donate to his campaign to get him on the Democratic ballot. Today we're going to talk about the needs, compare him with his leading competitors, and the advantage of electing him as the 2016 presidential candidate. So there's a need for young voters in this country. As I said, we are the lowest who happen to turn out at the polls. And we also need a U.S. leader like Bernie Sanders who is going to implement change and restore equality to this nation. And therefore, he needs funding to his campaign to continue his campaign across the U.S. In comparison to other candidates, he has the most consistent voting record, he is the least wealthy, and he has the best integrity. He hasn't been involved in scandals, and he is the most honest when it comes to talking to press. As you can see here, this is just kind of a layout of Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, over issues, and Hillary Clinton has been known to change, actually, her views quite constantly. Whereas Bernie Sanders, for the past 35 years since he's been in politics, he has stayed firm with his morals and positions. And this is from the New York Times: Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, and Bernie Sanders. Their net worth, the net worth of Hillary Clinton, as you can see, is 50 to 100 million, which doesn't necessarily make sense considering where she has been in politics for the past 30 years. Donald Trump, 4 billion because of his businesses, and Bernie Sanders is 300,000, which really makes sense with his position for the past 30 years. And this is where 80% of these candidates get funding for their campaign. Hillary Clinton, 80% of her funding comes from super PACs. Donald Trump, 80% comes from his pocket, actually, and Bernie Sanders, 80% comes from donations, $200 and under. So that means that people are really supporting his campaign right now. The advantages of voting for Bernie Sanders is he really is a leader for the people. He really wants to implement change, especially for young people. He's really going to help with college tuition, taking some of that cost off, and making sure taxes are equally distributed. And he's had over 35 years of experience in politics, and the changes we're going to see are tangible. He's really working to take power out of the wealthy hands. The benefits are, in review, are power out of the wealthy hands. He's accountable. He hasn't been involved in any scandals, and he provides hope, especially for our young generation. So as you can see, America's really a mess right now. There's kind of a war, not only with other countries, but between the rich and the poor, and the privileged and the unheard. And Bernie Sanders is really going to work to kind of ensure equality. And so if you are interested in voting for him, you can contribute at this website. That'll take you to his personal website, and also I'll be collecting donations at the door. So thank you. Any questions?